Austin Vanderford, the gentleman, is no gentleman when he steps into a Bellator cage. Yes! Yeah. And it's coming up. This is one of my favorite fighters. I'm not supposed to have favorites, Austin. But anyway, look, he will do that once again on August 12th for Bellator 284 on Showtime from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Thank you, Austin. We're here at American Top Team Premier Training Center in South Florida, where you train. Have you ever been to South Florida? And which South is nicer, South Florida or South Dakota?
Man, I actually don't think I've been to South Dakota. I've been Montana, you know, all over that area, Minnesota, whatnot. But, you know, I'm pretty partial to South Florida now. I'm a South Florida guy. So, South Florida and Alaska, my two places.
Do you know South Dakota because extensive amateur wrestling career for you? South Dakota known for wrestling.
Yeah. Fargo was always there growing up and whatnot. But when I was a kid, I never did Fargo. I did Western Regionals and stuff. But it always seemed like it landed like right in the middle of fishing season, and so I never made it there. So being from Alaska and working in the summer and stuff, I never really had the opportunity to go do that.
Well, it's interesting because fishing and South Florida is such a great place to go fishing. Have you gone on any charter boats or done any fishing down here?
No charter boats actually down here yet. We've gone and messed around in the ponds and whatnot, and
bass, catfish.
Yeah, some bass and stuff. So, but I would love to go out on a charter, go do some deep sea fishing and stuff. I grew up halibut fishing in the Cook Inlet in Alaska and doing that. And actually, we finished up this fight. My wife fights the week after, and then we're heading right to Alaska to go. I think I'll be there just in time to catch like the end of the silver run and do some fishing there. So I look forward to that.
That's so cool. South Dakota to London, and then to Alaska. It's like you guys are the jet setters. I mean, the frequent flyer miles must be great.
Yeah, you're missing one flight though. We are going to make one more pit stop back here in between, and then we'll go there. So yeah, we got a busy month of traveling coming up for sure.
Well, Bellator 284, you fight Anthony Adams. No, you don't fight Anthony Adams. Now, you were going to fight Anthony Adams in a main card middleweight bout. Now it's Aaron Jeffrey that was just announced.
Yep.
So as a fighter, just what do you go through when you're getting ready for a fight and we're so close, a week away, whereas we're doing this interview, where now the opponent changes?
Yeah, I mean, the fortunate thing about being here at American Top Team is you see the best guys in the world every day, and you see every style every day. So it's tough to really get an opponent that you're not, not that you're familiar with, but you're not familiar with the style and whatnot. Aaron Jeffrey's a great opponent. I've known him for a little while, seen him compete on the Contender Series a couple times, and has some big fights in LFA and whatnot. So he had a really good Bellator debut. So, I was happy that Bellator gave me a game opponent, somebody who, I'm going to have to go out there and earn the victory with.
What does this fight mean to you? What does a victory do for you?
I mean,
you're ranked second.
Yeah. And I'm sure some people will look at it and Aaron Jeffrey isn't ranked and whatnot. But you know what? I'm in the mindset anybody, anytime. I know how good Aaron Jeffrey is. I know he's very tough, and I think most of the fans who really follow MMA, they know that this guy's a gamer and a good competitor. So to me, I actually foresaw myself fighting him at some point. I figured he would make his way up the rankings fairly quick in Bellator. So I don't really pay attention to what the rankings say, and I just know I got a good opponent coming up, and I'm going to go in there and I'm going to take care of business.
And you've been taking care of business your whole career, and you just suffered your first loss in your last fight against the champion, Mousasi. And what did you learn from that fight? I know it was a quick fight, but still, what do you get from that fight and take it and moving forward?
Yeah, no, actually, I learned so much from it. And I learned even more from it, seeing my teammate Johnny take care of business and go out there and get the earned victory there. And honestly, he did exactly what I believed I was going to go out and do. And I think, I just had a couple little unfortunate circumstances and situations. You know, I think I could have been stronger mentally and whatnot. And fortunately, those are all things that I can fix and that I feel like I have fixed. And I feel so confident going into this fight. And, you know, and I was very confident going into the championship fight. And, you know, I think maybe I let the stage get to me a little bit. And you know, it's always hard to admit those things. But I think admitting it and facing that, like, straight on has helped me move on and gain confidence and know where I belong and know what I can accomplish. And I'm going to go out there and the first step is August 12th. And I'm going to go do it coming up here in a week.
On Showtime, Bellator 284. And with that said, Austin, you've enjoyed so much success, many successes. It's easy to watch back a win.
Yeah.
Was it difficult watching back a loss?
Yeah, but you know what? I've grown up in the sport of amateur wrestling, and I've lost many times in my life, and not only in sport, but, you know, in life, and, you know, loved ones, and, you know, we go through losses all the time, and you know, it's perspective and stuff. I love fighting so much, and I pour my heart and soul into it, and you know, I know there's going to be days where we're not going to perform our best, and unfortunately it happened, you know, on the biggest stage of my career, and where that was, but all I can do is get better and learn from it, and I really feel like I have, and I feel like I will continue to do that, and in the end, it's just going to make me a better and more dangerous fighter.
Better and more dangerous for sure. You mentioned Johnny then goes on, your ATT teammate, to win the title. He beats Mousasi. What was it like for you to watch that? Because I know even though at this gym you're all individuals, guys are all helping each other.
Yeah,
and that middleweight division here, just here, between you, Dalton, and Johnny with Bellator, I was telling Dan Lambert earlier, they changed it to the Bellator ATT middleweight division.
No.
What was it like watching him do that? And did you help? I don't know if you had time even to help him get ready for that fight.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't necessarily help him and in a way like that, but I was really happy for him, honestly, to go out there and do it. And I believed from the moment that he got that fight that he was going to go out there and take care of business. Because, like I said earlier, I felt like that's exactly what I was going to be able to go out and do. And like I said, unfortunately, it just wasn't my night. So it was Johnny's, and I'm happy for him. And he really does deserve to get that title. He's one of the hardest workers here, and you know, I'm really happy for him. Now, I do hope that we do cross paths one day, because that
for the title.
Yeah, and that strictly because that means he's doing his job and he's getting wins, he's making money, and he's defending his title. And then on the flip side, I'm doing the same thing. I'm getting wins and making money and climbing my way and earning my way back up. So it's a good problem to have, honestly. You know, guys here at ATT, and you know, we can't forget about Dalton too, because he's really making his way up. He had a really impressive victory against Romero Cotton and looked awesome, and we got a room full of killers here between the welterweight and the middleweight division, with Sabah and Roman Feraldo and Yaroslav, and you know, you're going to see the same issue at welterweight as well that we have at middleweight. We're going to have, you know, 3 guys in the top 5, I would imagine, and it's gonna be a good problem to have. It's
a very good problem. It's so fun, and as fans, it's great to see that too. I'm curious, Austin. When you're training and sparring, and guys are, and I know you can only speak for you, so I'll ask it that way. But when you're at a gym together, American Top Team, and you're in the same company, in the same division, do you not spar with each other much because of that, or do you end up sparring with each other certain times?
Yeah, I mean, we do. We utilize each other, and you know, and I think now, like, Johnny and I realize where we're at and stuff, you know, and out of respect, I think we, you know, like when he's sparring, I try not to pay attention or watch, just out of respect for him, and I would never want him to think like, you know, I'm sitting in the back and trying to pick up things and whatnot. And, you know, that, to me, that's just being a good teammate and giving that respect. So,
the professionalism of it.
Yeah. but definitely, I mean, we all help each other out, and I've let it be known to all of them that I'm here to help, and I have helped Dalton out quite a bit, and I know Johnny sparred with Dalton all the way up for his fight against Romero Cotton. So, like I said, man, it's all, for us, it's all professionalism in business, and there's no hard feelings with anyone here and stuff. And like I said, I mean, a lot of people would be in my position, probably be a little sour about the situation. You know, I lost, and then he got the opportunity, and he took advantage of it. But to me, it's not like that. I'm happy for him, and I truly wish like the most success, and that's why I really do hope that that's who I fight, because that means that he's doing his job and he's winning and continuing on, and I'm an ATT guy, and that's what I care about. I care about the team.
And that team is so important. And that's why you are the gentleman, by the way. Yes! No, but it is so cool because you guys as fighters are so into the fight and about your own successes. But then seeing that you could have teammates, even in the same division, in the same company, have their successes. And it doesn't become like a jealousy thing.
Yeah.
And you guys all work together. I think that's one of the things that helps make this training center so successful.
Yeah. I mean, when you create a system like you do at ATT, and you gravitate all these athletes in here, you know, you're bound to end up with matchups and with one another, and we're actually going to see that tonight, as we're being recorded now, between Omari and Josh Silvera. So
PFL MMA semifinals.
Man, both awesome guys. I truly care and love both guys. They're both, you know, some of the best teammates here. Omari's the nicest guy in the world. Josh has been there for me for anything I need as far as training and whatnot. So, you know, it's another hard one because I care about both those guys, and I want to see, you know, both of them be successful and make money and all that. And then they've handled it really well. And I mean, they've been training next to each other the whole freaking time leading up to the fight, and even using some of the same coaches sometimes. And it's really crazy, but to see that happen and go through it, it's a cool thing, and it just shows our team camaraderie.
It really does, and it made it work. And the only thing better, instead of the semifinals, if they met in the finals.
Yeah.
But Antonio, they told me, was the one that ruined all that because it was seeding.
But then again,
it
would have been Shoeface and Omari on.
That's what it would have been. That's right.
And it would have been the same thing. Shoeface, the defending champ, awesome guy too, man. It's like, you know, you have three really good guys. Like, it sucks, man.
Wow, welterweights, middleweights, light heavyweights.
Yeah.
It's just, wow.
Yeah.
The talent is just so amazing here at American Top Team. A few more questions to wrap this up. Thank you so much, as always, Austin. I'm so curious because when you're involved in this, other things happen. And I'm curious, as we have our Marlins here, tell us what happened a few days ago. Marlins game, Cincinnati Reds down at Lone Depot Park. What happened, Austin?
Yeah, the Marlins got the 3-0 victory.
Yes, they did. That means good karma for you guys.
Man, yeah, we went to Paige, my wife, Paige VanZant. She threw out the first pitch of that game, and we had a really good time. That was cool. That was actually the first MLB game I've ever been to.
Ever,
yeah. So we had a lot of fun, man. That was cool.
Were you practicing beforehand?
Yeah,
did you catch a little bit with her and all? What did you do? Come on.
We practiced a little bit. Actually, right before. Honestly, Paige was saying like she hadn't thrown a baseball in years. So
she's so athletic, though. It's amazing.
Yeah, she was able to throw the first pitch at a Dodgers game too. So this is the second time she's done it. You know, really cool opportunity situation, and it was fun. I'm trying to think one of the takeaways, man.
How did she do? How did the pitch go?
The pitch was awesome. Like, she did great. I thought it
didn't bounce in. It didn't bounce in. That's awesome.
Right to the catcher, and yeah, it was good. She did really well. She stood up on the mound and did it. It was fun, man. I had a good time. In my opinion, the best player was for the Marlins. Is it Lucas Williams?
Oh, wow. No, you got me on that one.
He stole like 3 bases or something.
Yes, he did. He had 3 hits and 3 stolen bases that night.
Man.
Yeah, I know. You got me on the names, and I'm usually good with that, so
Yeah,
I apologize
but
for that.
awesome,
but
man.
That's something that rarely is done. 3 stolen bases and 3 hits in the same game.
He was impressive. That was a cool game to get to
I don't know if Sandy pitched that game or not. He may have. Their best pitcher, I believe so. You might have caught Sandy, who even though the Marlins are struggling, he's like one of the best pitchers in the league right now. His talent and all. And I believe you got to see that as well. So that was cool as well. But I think it's so fun.
I grew up, being somewhat of a baseball fan and
in Alaska.
And in Portland and stuff. So there were some guys on the Reds too that was cool, like Mike Mousakis and Joey Votto and stuff. And so it was kind of cool to see those guys too. And so it was
did
fun.
you get to meet the players too? Did you?
We didn't. No, we didn't get to. Yeah, not this time.
I didn't know if they got to you to the clubhouse or did anything like that.
Yeah, we planned on going to a lot more games though. That was a good time.
And then now we'll lastly veer into this because, of course, for me, this is so cool.
Yeah.
You and Dalton Rasta also share something else in common.
Oh, boy.
AEW TV.
Yeah.
All Elite Wrestling.
Yeah.
There I am watching, and all of a sudden I see Dan Lambert, who is unbelievable on the microphone, trash talking, coming out. And here comes a crew from ATT, and there's Austin Vanderford, and there's Dalton Rasta.
Yeah.
What was that like, and was it traveling on the private jet to the events? and was it like Dan saying, okay, Austin, Dalton, Paige, come on, we're coming. How did that come out?
It was fun. I grew up being a wrestling fan and growing up watching that and getting to meet some of the guys that we got to meet it's been a lot of fun. Of course, my wife is signed to AEW and so her fight is a week after me, so she'll take care of business, and then I'd imagine she'd get right back into wrestling and get some more stuff going. So it's been a really fun experience, honestly, and I look forward to more of it.
Does Dan come up though and say, "Hey, we're doing this. Come on"? No, I'm honestly, I don't know how that all.
Yeah,
basically, is it like, "Hey, I'm going to do this. Do you guys want to come?" Is it something like that?
Yeah, to get started. It was like a Tuesday. He was like, "Hey, would you guys want to come and hop on the jet and go do a wrestling event?" And I got this good shtick going, and I was like, "Yeah, that'd be awesome, man." And so we did it, and then it turned into, "Hey, we're going back next week. You want to come? Let's keep the story, and so we just kept doing it, and it honestly has been so much fun, and the wrestling world, man, it's crazy. Like it's intense. It's really fun, and those
physical.
Guys, it's physical. Those guys work really, really hard, and unless you go in there and do it, you don't understand. But I have a tremendous amount of respect for their work ethic and what those guys go out there and do.
And they're big fans of MMA.
Yeah,
there's a lot of them that are fans of MMA.
Yeah, because I'm a big fan of them for sure.
And with that, too, it's just so amazing because then you had Junior Dos Santos and Arlovsky in a 6-man tag match.
Yeah.
Masvidal's there, you're there, Paige is there, Dan Lambert obviously is there, and then you get in the ring and kick and beat up Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
So what was that like, Austin Vanderford?
Oh, man, it was crazy, man. Like, Chris Jericho is this, a wrestling legend. Like, he really... and man, the guy on the mic and his promos and stuff are so incredible, and he's a true professional too, and it was fun. It's like, and for those guys, they got to swallow their ego so much and swallow their pride, and just for the sake of everything, and it's a lot of fun, man. It was cool. I really hope to get more involved in stuff once I'm done fighting and all that.
Well, between you doing your MMA fighting, your tremendous career, Paige and all the things she's doing, and she's got the bare knuckle fight coming up in August in London, and I'll end it with this part of it, of course, the pro wrestling. Yeah. What do you think of Dan Lambert on the microphone? That's amazing.
Dude, Dan, immediately, he's one of the best guys on the mic. Like, it's insane, like, how good. In the AEW, like, in my opinion, there's Dan, MJF, Jericho, like, those three are, like, the best guys, and for Dan to be up there with it, impressive. But it takes a lot of work. I know he puts in the hours and he works hard for it too. But he's just speaking what his truth is, and there's no shtick there. It's how Dan feels, and so it's funny. So, it comes off as genuine because it is genuine. It's really funny.
You have to hold off from laughing too, because you're in character.
Yeah,
Any of you, you're in serious character mode, and then it's like Dan says something, and you want to laugh, and you're like,
it's like, oh my god, yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, and would it be something for you and Paige to work together in AEW? Is that something you even talk about?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to. We definitely, like I stated before about having the respect for what those guys go out and do. I gotta put in a lot of work, and as well as her too, to get to that level, to be able to go out there and do it. But yeah, I would love to. It's like I said, it's a lot of fun, and I really hope to get more involved once I'm done.
Well, first things first, Austin Vanderford fighting on the main card on August 12th for Bellator 284 on Showtime. We can see the gentleman on Showtime. I see it's cool. Showtime is awesome. And this, to me, you're get through this fight, get another victory, and you're on your way to another title fight.
Yes,
and hopefully we are going to see you and Johnny. I think that would be awesome, incredible for both of you, for American Top Team, and for fans.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Is there any social media you want fans to know about?
Man, just follow me, Austin Vanderford, on IG. And as always, big thanks to my sponsors, my manager, First Round Management, my sponsor, Monster Energy. I appreciate those guys so much, and helped me get through and fuel me up for this fight.
Austin, do you know who's going to be in your corner yet for this one?
Yeah, Pahupa, Anderson Franca, and King Mo will be there.
King Mo, also big in pro wrestling. King Mo is also big in pro wrestling,
yes,
Austin. He is, yeah.
Yeah.
Austin, always appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.